Air Arms S510 Carbine Ultimate Sporter. Pretty damn sexy if you ask me. Check this out. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD. Got a stunning rifle for you here today on the table. Just thought I'd give my opinion of it and a bit of a review, and what can I say apart from this gun is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So let's get straight into it then and take it from the stock end. Now first of all, well obviously the stock is laminated and it's absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that thing, it is stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous stock, totally ambidextrous. So you've got a cheek piece on either side there. Fully adjustable stock as well. Butt pad, totally adjustable. Up and down, backwards and forwards. So's a cheek piece. So you can pretty much set this thing up however you want it, just to suit you. It is so comfortable to shoot, it really is. You've got the Air Arms emblem there on the bottom of the pistol grip. The stippling as well is really nice. I do like that, it makes a nice change from checkering. And they do this to sort of flow with the pattern of the laminated stock. And it does work quite well. You can see it a bit more there on the fore end. Although there's not much, it's more for look than function on the fore end. But on the pistol grip it does give you quite a bit of grip and traction on there, and it does feel comfortable. And it's a nice thick pistol grip as well on this gun. Now this one that you see here is the Carbine version, the Ultimate Sporter, wearing a Hawk 4-16 endurance scope. Talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Let's just talk about the gun to start with. So the weight of this gun, unscoped, is 7.1 pounds. Overall length is 39 3/4 inches. And then the barrel is 15.5 inches without the moderator on it. Now this rifle is 10 shot. It's a side lever cocking rifle. So you just crank that every time you want a shot out of it. I'll just show you the mag while I've got it cocked open. Let's just put the gun down. So these are your 10 shot magazines. Nice and easy to use. Just drop the pellet in and just cycle it. Now I know these had quite a bit of reliability issues in the past, but through testing this one, I mean these guns do come with 2 magazines, but I've just got the one with this one because this gun is on loan. I never had a problem whatsoever with these magazines. This one was just running fine. No problems whatsoever. But yeah, like I said, you'll load that up, bang your 10 pellets in there, and then I'll just show you the rifle. Obviously with the side lever open, there's your loading port there, if that's what you want to call it, magazine port. And basically what you'll do is you just pull the cocking lever completely back. Trying to demonstrate it on camera. So you hold that back. It's a bit fiddly to do actually on camera, but when you've got this thing on a bench, it's easy enough. Pull the lever all the way back and then just literally slide the magazine in. Click it in and that's it. Close that cocking lever and you're good to go. No auto safety. I'll just fire this in a safe direction. And that's pretty much it. And then just cycle that lever for every shot you want. Unregulated as well, the S510 is. Well engineered, barrel is shrouded and it's free floating. Well, kind of, if you don't count that clip there that clips it to the air reservoir or air tank. And this one's got a standard air arm silencer on it. Very, very quiet gun. But yeah, the barrel's unshrouded, 15.5 inches. This one's in 177, so you'll get around 60 to 70 shots per fill. Now the trigger on this rifle is really nice. Straight out the box, it is stunning. Really crisp, totally adjustable, and you've actually got your safety catch, like a crossbolt safety catch, actually on the trigger, which is kind of cool. I didn't have any problems with it. You probably will if you're wearing gloves, like I am in this review. Probably a little bit fiddly with gloves on. I don't know, make of that what you will. To be fair, I'm not really a big fan of safety catches on triggers. It's kind of like putting the emergency stop on the go button, if you see what I mean. But it works anyway, it works well. But like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of that sort of safety catch. I'd sooner have a total standalone safety, like a crossbolt or maybe something up here. I know you probably couldn't do a crossbolt the way this gun is. It's got a thick stock, and unless they could have incorporated one in the trigger guard somewhere. But that's just my preference. Now the cocking lever on the S510 is nice and chunky. I personally would like a bit more of a handle on that. You know, some bit of a, I don't know, a polymer sort of handle sticking on that, just to make it a bit more user friendly, especially when you're wearing gloves or something. But it's good. Now there's a sling swivel stud in the bottom of this stock and the fore end, which is nice and handy if you want to bang a sling on this thing. The recoil pad or the butt pad is rubber, like I said, fully adjustable, real comfy. And the cheek piece, again, like I said, ambidextrous, real comfortable, fully adjustable, so you can adjust that thing, lift it up, just depending on your build and obviously what sort of scope mounts you've got on here, what sort of scope, how high it is. You know, you can totally just set this thing up to your needs. Now when I first got this S510 in my hands and I looked at the gauge, I thought to myself, oh, the needle's broke. But no, that's not the case. It actually changes colour to tell you what pressure's left in this, or how much pressure you've got left in this. So that's quite a nice touch. Easier to see out in the field than looking for a needle and, you know, looking at a dial. So that's a real good idea, that is. Really like that. Now on the bottom of the fore end, there's plenty of room there where you can attach a bipod, if that's what you want. Loads of room on there to attach one. You've got what, a good sort of 8 to 10 inches there. So stacks of room. And to fill this gun, you just undo this knurled cover, which reveals your filler. Nice and neat, nice chunky cover there. Look at that thing. Well engineered. but just a gorgeous, gorgeous rifle. These things have quite a nice price tag on them as well. Nice as in nice and big. This thing will run at around $850 here in the UK. And then bear in mind you've got to get a scope on top of that then. So depends how much you want to pay for a scope. So now we're on the subject of scopes. This is wearing a Hawk Endurance 4-16x50. And for the money, this scope is superb. It's absolutely superb. Now, I'm not one of those people who can really afford to go out and spend like £1,000 on some glass. Just not me. It's just not in my budget. If it's in your budget, then good luck to you. You know, rock on. But if you're shelling out sort of like £800-900 for a rifle, then you've got to get glass on top. You know, it starts stacking that price up. So I'd say to you, a Hawk scope like this is absolutely perfect on this rifle. I mean, I've been running this. I've been kind of 2 sort of tests and 2 reviews in one. But this scope is just superb. It's a mil-dot scope, illuminated reticle, just superb. And this would be good on an air rifle. It'd be good on a full bore center rifle, no problem. I mean, I run the old Hawk Sidewinder scope on my Remington 700. In fact, I'll show you just to prove that I'm not lying to you. My Remington 700 .308 Winchester, and that is a Hawk Sidewinder. And I've shot this thing out to 800 yards, no problem. That's the sunshade on there, that makes it a little bit longer than it actually is. And that scope, for the money, and I paid under £300 for that scope, and it is superb. Superb, it does me. So that's a good option for you if you can't afford, you know, big money glass. That scope there, the Endurance, again that's running about 290. So they're definitely affordable mid-range scopes, high specification scopes, and good quality scopes. But yeah, that's my baby, my Remy 700. Check out that muzzle brake. Oh, that is just sick. Not tried it yet. That's going to upset the person shooting next to me, I'm sure. So overall, guys, just a superb air rifle by Air Arms. Yet again. A few more improvements than the last one. Stunning in the laminate stock. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous rifle. Kind of expensive, but you know, with high quality air guns like this, you do get what you pay for, and you do get a high quality air gun. And that's a nice scope combination to go with this rifle too. Well, that's it, guys. That's the Air Arms S510 Ultimate Sporter Carbine. Thanks for watching. That's your rack and load review.